And as the frigid weather continues, the death toll rises. The city now redoubling its efforts and forcing more people into shelters against their will. But homeless advocates tell political reporter Marcia Kramer that there is more the city can do.
The unrelenting cold has apparently forced the people living in this homeless encampment on West 45th Street to abandon ship, which may be a relief to Mayor Mamdani, who has seen a steady increase in the number of street homeless dying from exposure. The mayor admitting that the death toll has increased to 16, 13 from hypothermia, and that officials have been forced to increase taking people to hospitals against their will. Last week there were 3. Now
we have also involuntarily transported 18 New Yorkers who were determined to be a danger to themselves or to others.
The mayor, who ironically said the city was in its 11th consecutive day of below freezing weather, during a briefing on the roof of the municipal building where the temperature was bone-chilling to say the least, also disclosed that outreach workers had, as of Monday morning, convinced 930 unhoused people to enter shelter. Homeless advocates say that despite all the steps the mayor is taking, including a fleet of warming buses, the city can be doing more.
They need to expand the hours of outreach that are going on. They need to have more teams out there more regularly. They maybe need to contract with more social service groups who do that, put in overtime, whatever's necessary to get out and get these folks off of the street.
David Giffen, executive director of the Coalition for the Homeless, agrees that more outreach is necessary, but he says the new mayor is up against decades of failed homeless policies that have made it difficult for outreach workers to get people into shelter.
Well, the shelter system has to be much more accommodating for people with psychiatric and cognitive disabilities. The system simply does not do a good job of making sure that those individuals are getting what they need in order to come in off of the street. We need to see far, far more low barrier shelters like safe havens.
And that is a serious issue here in the city, Marcia. How does the mayor go about fixing the shelter system?
Well, you know, it's not easy because both Christine Quinn and David Geffen say that the answer is not the barracks-like shelters that so far have been the backbone of the city shelter system.
So is building more housing in the realm of reality for the city?
Well, you know, here's the issue. The city has a $12 billion budget gap. So the mayor, who's promised all kinds of things in terms of making the city more affordable, has some big choices to make. But it's not only making choices and whether he can find the money. There's also a siting issue. Not every community wants to be able to have a homeless shelter in it. So the mayor is going to have to decide, 1, whether he can afford it, and 2, where he can find communities who are willing to have it.
Who are going to support it. All right, Marcia Kramer, thank you.